Good morning, everyone. Today, we're embarking on a journey that takes us from the very origins of life on Earth to the potential for humanity to thrive among the stars. We call this the conscious leap. This presentation will explore the macroeconomics driving multi-planetary survival and what the next 2 decades mean for human evolution. For 13.8 billion years, the universe unfolded, culminating in the fragile miracle we call life on Earth. Yet despite this immense timeline, our existence here remains precarious. We face existential threats from asteroids, the unpredictable nature of cosmic probability, and singular extinction events. Climate change presents a grave risk, pushing the limits of our closed-loop biological system toward ecological collapse. And perhaps most sobering, our own advanced intelligence carries the potential for self-destruction through the weaponization of technology. The core insight here is profound. All those billions of years of random atomic collisions created a species capable of observing the universe. Yet this intelligence remains entirely unprotected on a single, fragile host planet. This brings us to a pivotal concept: the evolution of evolution. For millennia, we understood evolution through the lens of Charles Darwin, a biological process driven by natural environments like the Galapagos, characterized by random mutation and aimless adaptation, unfolding over millions of years to achieve base survival on Earth. But today, we are witnessing a new era, technological evolution, spearheaded by figures like Elon Musk. This new evolution is driven by trillions in capital and global markets. Its mechanism is conscious engineering and directed innovation, and its speed is measured in mere decades, with a compressed 20-year horizon. Its ultimate goal? Multi-planetary expansion. We're moving from accidental adaptation to intentional design. Our current situation presents a critical risk we have no backup. Our existence is centered around a single Earth node, which is effectively a single point of failure for all human consciousness. Remaining indefinitely on this one planetary format is, in essence, biological suicide. To mitigate this, we need a distributed consciousness architecture. This means establishing multi-planetary redundancy through efforts like a lunar archive and a Mars colony. The core insight is stark. We have a maximum of 20 years to build the backup drive for human intelligence. This isn't just about space travel. It's about the survival of our species. We are entering the new Cambrian explosion. Historically, biological evolution, driven by extreme environmental pressures, forced incredible diversification over millions of years. Think of the sudden proliferation of complex life forms during the original Cambrian explosion. Now we are seeing a parallel phenomenon in technological evolution. Concentrated capital and computing power are forcing an unprecedented diversification of functional technologies within a single decade. The market forces have replaced natural environments as the primary catalyst for rapid evolutionary leaps. This is evolution, but accelerated and directed. So, what's in our evolutionary survival kit? Firstly, artificial intelligence. At a scale far beyond human cognitive limits, AI is crucial for analyzing terabytes of planetary terraforming data. Next, reusable rockets are revolutionizing interplanetary logistics, drastically driving down the cost of atmospheric escape for mass transit. On the ground, humanoids like Optimus are essential for physical labor, enduring the harsh environments of Mars to construct foundational infrastructure. And finally, brain-computer interfaces, such as Neuralink, will bridge the bandwidth gap between our biological brains and advanced computational networks, leading to a new synthesis of intelligence and capability. These components collectively form the multi-planetary infrastructure we need. Now, let's talk about the engine of directed evolution, US big tech. No other global ecosystem possesses the capital density and innovation velocity required to execute this biological leap. We can view this as a 3-layer system. The input layer consists of a global brain trust combined with unprecedented capital density. The selection layer is the US market itself, a ruthless crucible where failure is punished quickly and visionary adaptation is instantly rewarded. This rigorous selection process then feeds into the output layer, which comprises the foundational infrastructure providers like Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, and Tesla. These companies are not just tech giants. They are the architects of our evolutionary future. The core insight is clear. Their unique combination of resources and market dynamics makes them indispensable to this grand endeavour. This necessitates a radical redefining of capital allocation. The old paradigm viewed investing as short-term gambling for incremental yield, driven by immediate returns and quarterly reports. The new paradigm, however, is fundamentally different. It sees investing as voting on the exact direction of human evolution and funding the preservation of consciousness itself. It's about long-term vision and species-level impact. The core insight here is profound. Owning shares in these foundational tech monopolies isn't just about financial gain. It's about securing equity in the survival architecture of the human species. Let's look at the 20-year acceleration horizon in more detail. In Phase 1 present, we are focused on AI and robotics incubation, building both the digital and physical labour force essential for future endeavours. Phase 2 near-term aims for lunar permanence, establishing the moon as the definitive staging ground for all deeper space missions. Moving into Phase 3 mid-term, we'll see Martian infrastructure begin to take shape, with autonomous robotics deployed to construct critical life support grids. And by Phase 4, 20 years from now, the goal is multi-planetary independence, with millions living in self-sustaining off-world colonies. This is our ambitious yet achievable roadmap. As Charles Darwin eloquently put it, there is grandeur in this view of life. From so simple a beginning, endless forms most beautiful and most wonderful have been, and are being, evolved. We come from the stars, and we must return to them. The core insight is that the preservation of the universe's only known intelligence is no longer left to chance. It is powered by our capital, engineered by our technology, and consciously chosen by us. This is the endless forms most beautiful of our future, a future we are actively creating.